All right, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome to a beautiful Tuesday, spring day here in Los Angeles. We are in the midst of April, and I wanted to just jump into the Run with Ryan community to touch base, to say hello, and to kind of just feel out what you guys are thinking and give you a little sneak peek on what is going on. Basically, first and foremost, as always, thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey. It has been an incredible journey, and I still feel like we're just on the cusp of getting all of it going to the potential that I see for this community and where I want us to go. So basically, the past couple of months we've been working and delivering the episodic content of Cuba, the Run Across Cuba, exploring cultural Cuba, country Cuba, the countryside of Cuba, Havana, and really the intersection of health, wellness, a little bit of political history in there, and expressing, getting across. I wanted to share with you basically the inspirational characters, people that I met along the way. So now that Cuba is done, on the horizon in terms of locations, there is a new series of French Polynesia, Tahiti, coming your way soon. We are in the midst of it, working, creating, editing still, but I am in a mad dash trying to deliver that because I know we all want the content, right? So that is on its way, along with a little bit of a Hawaii piece from Kauai as well. That is a video too. So, and you guys have seen in the exclusive picture section, there are some pictures that have been going up of a couple recent shoots. There are a lot more of that on its way. But actually, that's something I wanted to talk about a little bit, because while that is and has been the foundation of my career, really, since I've been a teenager, modeling and jumping in front of the camera, I will still be doing that, but I want to create Run with Ryan, our community, as a more educational community. Meaning, we're going to stay with the videos exploring extreme running challenges and fitness challenges in really interesting locations around the world. And there's more of that to come. But I also want to incorporate more style videos, men's style videos. And I want to incorporate, and we have a series that I'm mapping out, planning on basically beginning to run longer distances. So I know that all of us come to this with a little bit of we're all starting at a different place for the most part. And that is more than okay, that the diversity in where we are in our lives and where we are in our journeys is what makes this community that much more unique. And really, quite honestly, that's what makes it special. Because, at the end of it, we all have goals, we all have desires that we want to reach. And we all are on a different place in that journey, right? But more than anything, in knowing those goals, in knowing those desires, it's all about reaching our greatest potentials. And so that's why we're here, to encourage each other, to help each other grow through learning from one another, from what I can be, however I can be beneficial. That's the goal of it all, to put that type of content out. So articles, videos, but what I'm excited about is the educational, I guess, how can I describe? I think Skillshare, something like that. So a smaller skills, well, I don't want to say smaller, but a Skillshare series about health and wellness in the running space. That's only the first, because you all know that I always have lots of thoughts going on and things I want to get done, and the direction, content I want to put out for you all. But we have a high level of quality that comes with it. So sometimes it's a little bit of a wait, and I apologize for that. But we are very much in it, in the thick of it, with good things happening. Even some destination weekend experiences that I'm working on. So if you guys can think of any place that you would like to go and do a run, think maybe half marathon, maybe more, let me know. Because, I have some thoughts, and I've been chatting around with some locations. Don't want to share those with you yet, but that's happening too. So good stuff. I guess I want to talk for a quick moment about motivation and momentum. And so I'm by my nature, I'm a very motivated person where I like to keep myself going. I'm always on the go. And very rarely do I, it's not that I don't like to, but very rarely do I stop and sit or dwell in what is going on. And that's both a positive and a negative. The positive is it just keeps me going, and it's very focused, laser focused, and everything else kind of falls by the wayside. You guys know that, as I've shared my experiences in say 1,500 mile runs, where the determination is the driver. It's what keeps me going. The negative on that is sometimes it's I miss the opportunities to hear other people's constructive criticisms, thoughts, ideas, and whatnot. And so for that reason, I'm trying to pause a little bit more, or not more, but more frequently, to incorporate those ideas. And that's what's helping the growth of this community. So thank you for that. Also, a moment of where should I share? How should I share this? I'm also somebody that is very driven by momentum. So I was talking about motivation and now momentum. And so in the drive of the focus, knowing what the particular challenge end goal might be, having that focus keeps me going in that direction. The more that I do that, the more momentum picks up and picks up and picks up. And you guys know that we've had sessions where we have talked about building momentum before. It's a favorite topic of mine. The thing is building momentum doesn't happen just positive, in the positive direction. It can also happen in the negative direction. And so on occasion, in the past few months, I have stopped and heard criticism that has not necessarily been constructive, but it's gotten to me inside my brain, and the momentum was building and building and building, or deteriorating in a more negative direction. And so there was a moment where I kind of just realized, no, this is not who I am. This is not the direction I want to go. This is not the direction I want us to go. And that is always the first step, right? That's always the first step of checking in, as we've talked about. Check in with where you are. That's okay. Maybe it's not. It's okay for the moment, but it's not where I'm going. It's not where I want to go, right? It maybe has been where I was. And it's that difference between looking at what is and where we want to be. Because when we start thinking of where we want to be, we're already moving in that direction. So yeah, recently I've been moving much more in that direction in a healthy, positive way that actually reminds me of who I am, what I'm all about, right? And that's what happens. Forgive me for being a little metaphysical here. That's what happens when we're in alignment, right? In alignment with the self inside of who we are and how we're acting and what choices we make. When we are in alignment, things just seem to move in a much more joyous, positive, fun way, right? Because if we're not listening to that self within, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're this. Alan Watts talks about we're this bag of flesh, bag of body, right? And we're this self inside. We are one piece together, wrapped up in itself. But that's the self talk. When our choices are aligned with who we are as souls, as spirits, that's when we feel our best. And so, yeah, going through a bit of a period where I was building that negative momentum, and allowing some people around me to influence that in a negative way. Yeah, like I how do I say it? I kind of lost the sense of what got me up in the morning. What gets me excited? And the more that we follow what gets us excited, the more we are aligned with our beings. The more quite like the more we wake up doing what gets us excited, the better the world will be, right? Yeah, every one of us chose to be on this planet, in this space, at this particular time, for a unique reason. Can we talk about, I was this spirit, up in the stars or whatever, and I chose to get into this bot? Like, I can't talk about that moment. None of us can. But I can talk about, I know what my gifts are as a spirit. I know what I can train my body, this bag of flesh, bag of bones, to do. So let's do it, right? Let's find that potential. Let's explore that potential. And that's why I started not just this community, the Run with Ryan Luxury of Adventure Club, but that's why I threw on some running shoes 10 years ago now and said, let's try this for 10 minutes. And I didn't run for 10 minutes. Run, walk, you know that story. But I just felt like there was some of my potential lie within that. And so I'm here reminding myself and hopefully reminding you guys that we're here to explore our potentials, to push our boundaries, find what works for us, and bring everybody along for the journey. Learning from each other, sharing our stories, and moving us to greater heights. So, yeah, all of that being said, it's me being a little open, honest, vulnerable with y'all. There's more to it that we will go into over the next couple of weeks. But I wanted to just jump in and share a little bit, of the personal stuff, and more than anything about where Run with Ryan, the Luxury of Adventure Club, will be going. All the same things that you love and enjoy here, but more of a community aspect with a educational, inspirational, motivational front. So, All right. You guys know, as always, please feel free to email me. Feel free to jump on Instagram, Rye Young. Send me a direct message there. And we're here for each other. All right. So thank you. Enjoy the day. Enjoy this week. I said the rest of this week, but we're only on Tuesday. Be your best selves. Smile where you can. Find places to smile. That's a fun game that I play some days when I'm running. More than anything outside. I will point out, I will take check of not just people smiling, but moments of love or things that I love. Whether it's flowers or people holding hands, or last weekend I was at the beach and it happened to be one of those days where lots of people were smiling as we passed each other running, or thumbs up kind of a thing. Like, yeah, just taking stock of love, places to be grateful, and appreciating those moments. Because, like we were just talking about, that's what builds the positive momentum. So I want to do that with you guys, and I know that we are. All right, lots of love. Thanks so much, and we will talk very soon.